Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Civilization 6 Gathering Storm video. So, in this one, we are going to check out Mansa Musa. I had quite a few requests to showcase Mali, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So, if you don't know, there's one thing Mali is really good at, which is making a lot of money, and spending it as well. They also have some synergies with desert terrain, and with faith as well as holy sites. So we might want to build a holy site early on. We'll see. They also get +1 trade-out capacity every time they enter Golden Age, which is quite nice. So I added all the Gathering Storm sieves, and we are going to play on a fractal map. So, let's get started. Alright, so here we are. And since our city center gets bonuses from each adjacent desert, it might actually make sense to move. We could settle right here. That would not be a bad idea. I think that's going to be a better spot, honestly. I don't really want to settle on a grassland hill. So let's settle right here. That seems reasonable. Okay, let's do that then. And we'll get +1 food and +1 faith for each adjacent desert. Yep, right here. City centers gain +1 faith and +1 food for every adjacent desert and desert hill tile. So when we settle right here, we will have 4 adjacent ones. Well, let's do it! And now we got +9 food right away. That is quite nice. Alright, so we are going to grab a scout, and let's go explore a little bit. I'm going to cut out unnecessary stuff, so that we can get straight to business.
Oddly, it appears not.
Oh, we
to
got
be the
Eye of
star
Sahara,
meteorite,
very
but
close
a
to
deeply
us,
eroded dome,
like 4 tiles away from where I settled.
Inspired color scheme.
So that's a 3-tile natural wonder, provides +1 production. After the game reaches Atomic Era, provides additional +1 production and +3 science. Okay, so it's more of a late game natural wonder. Hey, that is useful because that gives us astrology boost. And that means we can research astrology. But first I'll grab mining, because I want to improve that copper. But this is definitely a good thing. And Pachacuti is our neighbor. Alright then. That's not too bad, at least he shouldn't be overly aggressive. So we are already up to 3 population. And we can grab a Pantheon. Okay, which Pantheon do we want here? We could get Desert Folklore. If we are going to build a holy site, that makes sense. That will give us more faith. I think that's the one I'm going to grab, because again, we can use faith to buy commercial hub buildings. There are a few other options, but let's get Desert Folklore. That just makes sense. Here it is. Alright then. So this way we don't have to get God King. We already got our Pantheon. I quite like that. We really need to get a religion as
when
Mali.
you find yourself in a hole,
It seems that's something they kind of really need. Not strictly speaking, but it would definitely help with the overall strategy. So there's a goodie hut. What can we get from it? An extra recon unit. Hey, that's useful. We got 2 scouts now. Let's send one east and one northeast. Sounds good to me, and maybe we can buy some useful tiles here. What would be a nice one? We could get the wheat, I think. With 5 more gold. So on the next turn. Okay, sounds good to me. Let's do that then. This is going to be a pretty strong sieve. At least that's what I'm thinking. There's another goodie hut, nice one.
a physician without a
There's astrology. And we got a builder unit. Oh, nice. So now we don't have to finish this one. We can get started on holy side right away. So we can get +4. We can get +5. Yep, let's build it right here. Perfect. Okay, sounds good to me. And we'll delay the builder. We got this one. This is a pretty strong start so far. I like it. And next up, we should probably get Animal Husbandry to reveal horses on the map. We are definitely going to need those. And we got a city-state, Cahokia. Train a heavy chariot. Yeah, we can definitely do that quite easily. What's that city-state's bonus? Your builders can now make Cahokia mound improvements. I'm not sure what those do, but okay. Might be useful. So there's the wheel boost. We are definitely going to recruit a heavy chariot to get that envoy. And we could actually become a suzerain pretty easily. Yeah, we are already at -1 amenities because our city grew so quickly. Yeah, the early growth for Mali is going to be insane if you get the right start. I assume they got desert bias because, you know, that just makes sense. 4 turns to finish animal husbandry, and we got 2 builds. Let's improve the wheat because we need to farm a resource for one of the early Eureka's. And let's keep exploring. Only 1 AI so far. Oh no, never mind. We got Sweden to the east. Right here. Good to know.
If there are no dogs in hell,
There's animal husbandry. And we can grab the cattle. Alright then. I'm just going to keep my warrior around our capital. Just in case we get some barbarians nearby. So next up, let's get the wheel. That will unlock the water mill. And we'll also be able to recruit the heavy chariot to finish the city-state quest. Here's another goodie hunt with archery boost, nice. And there's political philosophy, because we got another city-state. So we are already at 6 population on a turn 33. That's actually pretty crazy. And this start wasn't even that good for food. We didn't have that many good food tiles. The early growth for Mali is going to be insane, actually. So now we probably want irrigation to get our luxuries. So pottery and then irrigation. Sounds good to me. And we'll get some mines for production. And we can get a settler now. So that's going to be a mine. And there it is. So since we get -1 production for all mines, but +4 gold, this tile is going to be 2 food, 1 production, 4 gold. Mali isn't going to be so great at production, but they are amazing at generating gold. I mean, that's the whole point of the sieve. So 10 turns for the settler. That first settler is going to be a little bit slow. Unless you can get enough money to buy one, but that's 320 gold. It's a little bit expensive, even for Mali. At least for the first settler. Shouldn't be too hard to buy the later ones. Ancient era ends in 10 turns. Yeah, I don't think we'll get a golden age for this one. I would need 6 more points. That's probably not going to happen this early. But we definitely want as many golden ages as possible, because for each golden age we get +1 trade route capacity. I can't buy anything just yet, I don't quite have enough money. But our gold generation should increase drastically. There's Canada. And we will definitely want to unlock our unique district as soon as possible. So that requires currency, which we can research directly after writing. That is definitely an option. We would need 200 gold to buy a trader. Yeah, let's wait to get 200 gold, and then we'll buy a trader. Because not only that will give us more gold, it will also give us Eureka boost for currency. And again, we want that unique district as soon as possible. Alright, so we got 3 adjacent desert tiles. That will do. And that also gives us sailing boost. And there it is. Alright then. Yeah, granary first, because housing cap in this city will be a little bit low. And we could get Magnus. We will get some Django. Yeah, Magnus makes sense for that city specifically. Magnus is actually going to be even more valuable for Mali, because your production as Mali is going to be naturally lower. And you can't just buy everything. As good as Mali is at making gold, you can't just buy everything, you will still need production. Well, hello there.
it is equally
So, there's state workforce, and we also have enough money to buy a trader now.
Bottom line.
Now we can buy the trade route, or rather the trader. That's 205. And I will finish the shrine, although... Yeah, this is actually a tough call, because I wanted a settler, but at the same time, I also wanted a shrine. This city will be way too slow with the settler. Let's get that bonus. Cahokia will be the best one. Yeah, 9 gold per turn, let's do that. There's the boost, and we are already making 20. Just wait until we get our actual unique district. Which is happening pretty soon. Yep, very, very soon. I wonder what kind of bonus we'll be able to get for it. Let's find out. +1 era score, and there's currency. So let's see what kind of bonus we can get for it. We can actually build it pretty quickly. I think the second settler will have to wait. Okay, we can get +5 if I replace the forest. Probably a good idea. I would prefer to keep the forest, but we got some decent production tiles in range. At least as decent as they can possibly be as Mali. So I think it makes sense to replace the forest. But not yet. First, let's finish the shrine. Alright, so we finished the shrine. Now we can build our unique district. It's going to be right here. And once we finish it, we'll be able to start buying things for fate. That's one of the benefits of it.
Bronze is the mirror.
And let's see if we got Aaron nearby. And we also unlocked the government. So I'm actually going with Classical Republic. That's going to be better for us right now. Let's do that then. And we'll get rid of colonization, we don't need that anymore. I will pick up more gold from trade routes, because we will be getting yet another trade route pretty soon. Then we will get more influence, and then +1 production, and possibly +30% towards builders, because we'll want some builders soon. And we'll want to buy the spices, because otherwise Cahokia might steal that tile. So let's do it. It's a nice tile to work, so we definitely want to secure that. So, we finished our unique district, and now we'll be able to buy things for fate. We can buy a market for 190 fate, and we already have 566. So let's grab that right away. That gives us another trade route. And then we could buy a trader for 175. That's definitely a possibility. I think I'm going to do that right away, actually. Okay, let's do that. We are already making 37 gold per turn. And this is turn 73 only. And then probably a granary. But I would also like another settler. Yeah, to settle over here. We need the horses. We will have to get the settler the hard way, I'm afraid. But we can switch policies. Let's maybe do that first. Okay, and we'll get started on the settler. That's going to be one of the downsides. Production is just going to be low. And like I said, you can't buy everything. You will have to produce some things the hard way. I mean, that seems obvious, but I'm just saying. So now we can send the trade route. That's going to be 12 gold per turn. And we are already making 49 gold per turn. With only 2 cities. Right at the start of the game. That's pretty good. I wonder how crazy you can get with Mali. Probably quite crazy. Now we can get production bonus for the settlers. So let's get that real quick. And we'll swap out Charismatic Leader for Diplomatic League. There it is. And now we can actually send our envoy to Cahokia. And then once we get the Heavy Chariot, we'll get the Suzerain bonus. Alright, now we can go back to Games and Recreation. And we got our Great Prophet, nice. There it is. So now we can actually start our religion. Very nice. Okay, so let's see what we want to pick up. What's actually available. We can grab Jesuit Education, which probably makes sense, I would say so. That way we will be able to purchase campus and theater square district buildings with Fate. Okay, yeah, I'm going with Jesuit Education. That just seems to make sense. And then... okay, I'm actually going to grab pagodas, because the housing will be quite useful, with our cities growing much faster than normal. Yep, that makes sense, so there it is. We got our religion. And we can already buy a missionary if we want to. Yeah, we definitely do. So, there we go. Nice. And we'll spread our religion to our second city right away. So there it is, spread our religion. And then we can spread it to Cahokia, actually. So spread. And we got 432 gold. We could definitely buy a settler at this point. And we could also buy some tiles. Yeah, let's buy the tiles. Because that's a really nice production tile for us. And those are going to be valuable. And what else can we buy? Can we buy anything for Fate? Not right now, no. Well, another missionary. Alright, let's buy a granary. We need it for the housing, if nothing else. That will speed up the city growth. That just makes sense. Okay, there's the settler, and Maori is sending a missionary. That's probably not quite what we want to see here. We can ask him for a promise. Yeah, except I need 30 diplomatic favor to do that. To not convert our cities. Well, we can maybe sell some things for diplomatic favor. We could pay gold for diplomatic favor, but let's wait for the strategic resources. Especially since we got the settler now. And we can settle right here. That will give us iron and several horse resources, as well as jade. This is going to be a really nice city. It will also still have some spices in range. So, let's buy a builder. We got Liang in our capital, which means the builder here will get +1 charge. And there he is. And we need quite a few improvements at the moment. Okay, for now, let's just get an archer, because we don't really have any units. If someone attacked me right now, I wouldn't be able to defend myself very well. That's not a good thing. Or we can get a heavy chariot, that actually makes more sense. Since we still need that to complete the quest for Cahokia. And we could build another holy site. Right here, that would be +5 faith. Or our unique district. That's probably a better choice. So what we can do here is build the unique district, then have a holy site next to it, and then one more district right here. That way it will get +3 in the future at least. I don't have a river near Wallata, so we won't be getting that. Okay, let's do that then. And we want that district, if only to increase our trade route cap. Let's convert the city. So there it is. He might not like that too much, but he doesn't have his own religion yet, so I'm sure he won't mind. Alright, so now let's go get another city. And there's the builder. We probably want to help our second city. Yeah, we might want to get the spices, that sounds like a good plan. And also remove some of that jungle. And then we'll just buy another builder. We got games and recreation. So that way we can get more housing for cities with 2 or more districts. Alright, now we can improve the spices. That's going to be a very nice style. And then we can remove a jungle to speed up our unique district. That definitely makes sense. And let's see where we're going to settle our city. That's going to be such a good city, but the location is quite important. I would say we should settle next to the lake. Maybe this style. If we settle on this one, we will get everything that's important in range. And it will have fresh water as well. So that just makes sense. We'll get all of the horses.
Everything has its
We'll get the iron. We'll get both spices to the north. We'll get cotton, we'll get rice. We'll even get the fish. So that definitely makes sense. And we'll get the jade to the south. Yeah, that's going to be an amazing city, actually. That's such a good spot. Okay, and there it is. We chopped the jungle. That's actually a hill. And we finished our district. Now we can use Fate to buy a market for 190. That gives us guilds boost. And it also gives us another trade route. And now we can buy a trader. Let's get a trader in this city. That definitely makes sense. So there's the trader. And I think we still have a settler production boost active. Yes, we do. So we could get another settler. That would take 20 turns. Or we could buy one for 445. At this point, it's probably better to wait. To get 445 and then just buy him. Let's get walls, because I'll need that for engineering boost. And we probably want to get walls regardless, especially in the city that's directly coastal. Alright, so let's start the city right here. That's so good. So we could get some production, but I think I prefer gold. Plus 10 gold, plus 1 science, plus 1 fate, that makes sense. Let's go for that one. And then... okay, monument, because we do have some Swedish cities relatively close. That plus 1 loyalty might actually come in handy at some point. And culture, obviously. So, we got 2 more builds on this fella. We should probably improve the spices and then sell them for some diplomatic favor. That definitely makes sense. There's the other trade route. That's going to be Cahokia because that's plus 14. 68 gold per turn now. Not bad at all. There are the spices, and let's see if we can sell them for some diplomatic favor. That would be nice. Yes, we can. How much will he sell us? 14 diplomatic favor, and maybe a little bit of gold too. Well, I mean, not a whole lot. Whole 5 gold. 4 gold. I'll try to not spend all of it in one place. But there it is. Enjoy your spices. That's 70 gold per turn.
An
Not bad.
enormous and lofty column of flame
And we got a wonder.
allowed the people in hope.
That's a little bit too far away from us. Yeah, just a little bit. Oh, and actually, as far as new cities go, it would be better to build the unique district first. Because not only we will be able to instantly fate buy a market in here, and get more gold as well as yet another trade route, it will give us a 20% discount in this city. So even without a good spot for a commercial hub equivalent, it's still worth starting the district right away. And I think that's going to be pretty much it. I'm going to wrap it up. This was just to show how different Mali can be. The way I see it, their early game is going to be pretty weak. And by early game I mean like the first 70-80 turns. Mostly because of the production penalties. And right at the start of the game, you just don't have your economy going yet. If only because you need to get the tech. You need to get the currency tech ASAP. And get your unique districts going. Get a few trade routes. And then you can catch up. But the first 50, 60, 70 turns are going to be fairly weak. Still, you can start making ridiculous amounts of money. Like, you could easily start making more than 100 gold per turn before turn 100. I could see that being the case quite easily. But that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did, or a dislike if you didn't. And subscribe for more. And let me know in the comments what else you would like me to show as far as Gathering Storm goes. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.